Technology is the future, but truth is not everyone has the same level of experience, and it can kind of make or break your business. Our Casey Jones talked to the Deputy Assistant Executive Director for Workforce Development about what's being done to make sure small business owners have the tools they need to succeed.
South Carolina has started to offer this Comptia training and certification program. Tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. The Comptia IWT Scholarship Program is a partnership between the Department of Employment and Workforce and Comptia, one of the nation's leading information technology associations. The program provides employers with access to industry-recognized training and certification for their workforce. Best of all, the program is free for South Carolina businesses with 2 or more employees and that are current on their state taxes. Participating companies can choose between 2 certification options. The first is Comptia A+, and the second is the Security Plus certification.
Free. You're speaking my language, and I know a lot of people's ears probably perked up there. So what would they learn in this training?
Sure. So the A+ training course is a 16-week course, and it provides workers with the fundamentals of computer hardware and software, as well as the skills needed for positions such as data support technicians, help desk technicians, desktop support administrators, and technical support specialists. In the 8-week Security Plus training, employees will cover topics such as network security, identifying and mitigating security threats, and the skills needed for positions such as system administrators and security administrators. Both of these courses offer a great opportunity for businesses to enhance IT proficiency and improve cybersecurity and data protection.
Wow, this sounds like a really great opportunity. We know that the pandemic really forced a lot of businesses into the digital world. Some of them had no previous experience, and this training is coming at a time where some people just still haven't bounced back. So why is this important right now?
You're exactly right. We are seeing an increased utilization of technology, a lot of that being the result of the pandemic and the need to pivot to virtual and remote service delivery and operations. In addition, we're seeing the ongoing potential for cyber attacks, and businesses are looking for ways to protect and safeguard sensitive information. Additionally, across the state, we're projected to see employment increases of about 2.9% this year in technology jobs.
Wow.
Which is the 5th highest percentage in the country and may result in the creation of approximately 2,400 new jobs. So this training opportunity for South Carolina businesses is going to help, as I mentioned, to improve cybersecurity and data protection at a time when companies are using more technology and there is this ongoing threat for cyber attacks. But it's also a really great way to train employees in critical skills that are necessary for information technology jobs. One of the things that we see with incumbent worker training programs is that when existing employees are trained, they are likely to be promoted, and that opens up entry-level positions. So businesses that take advantage of these types of training opportunities can really help to improve their workforce and create a talent pipeline for the jobs that they're going to have opening in the future.
Wow, that's really interesting. It is, there's a benefit for employers and employees.
Absolutely.
So how can people learn more?
Sure. So there is a website that businesses can visit. It's a Comptia landing page. I'm happy to offer that. It's www.comptia.org/landing/South Carolina/index.html. And companies that are interested in participating in the Comptia program can go to that landing page and find out about the eligibility requirements, learn more about both the A+ and Security Plus training courses, and start the application process.